I'm live. Laying down. Okay. I'm a little bit tired. So I thought we could go over like just some questions to ask people to like get to know them, to maybe understand more about their personality. Let me go ahead and share my live real quick. All right, y'all. Yeah, I'm just feeling a bit sleepy. I was like, I still need to go live. I haven't gone live yet for my weekend. Um, Anyways, hopefully you guys can see it okay. But yeah, I go live every Wednesday and weekends. Um, it's the weekend. Obviously, it's the last day of the weekend, so I was like, I still have to go live. I did a, surprise live on Thursday, which I don't usually go live that day, but I happened to be out that day, and I was like, okay, let me go live so you guys can see the ocean with me and stuff. But yeah, tonight I thought we could talk about like just like personality stuff. I know we talked about that a little bit another time, like introvert, extrovert. Just what do you guys like, don't like, right? So, okay, to get to know somebody or more about their personality or just about themselves, right? You can ask them, how do they manage stress? Now, look, I mean, like, it's so important for all of us to know ourselves, right? So if people can't answer like these basic questions, like you know, everybody should be able to answer these questions. And I mean, if they can't, hopefully they can. Hopefully, this can help them, you know, to think about themselves and dive deeper. Hello, hi Kenzo. Hi guys. Yeah. So, how do you manage stress? So, yeah, that's a huge one. Like, people should know how to handle their stress, right? Um, but yeah, another red flag would be like, if they use negative like coping mechanisms to deal with their stress instead of positive, healthy ones, right? So, like, for example, some people might say like they smoke or they drink or they go and gamble. So those would all be negative, unhealthy ways of coping with stress, right? Positive, healthy ways to cope with stress would be like singing, dancing, running, exercising, painting, taking a walk in nature, right? Journaling, talking to a therapist, you know. Hello. Was it pale blue? Yes, I'm in Morocco. Where are you guys from? Hello, Davoud. Hello. What is that? Mehdi? Where are you guys from? Jose from Kenya. Jambo, habari gani? Some real random comments tonight, y'all. Relax. Unasema Kiswahili. Eh? Okay, so that's the first question. I think that would tell you a lot already. Okay, here's another one. What are your thoughts on change? Ireland, what's up? Is this the same person from last time asking to sleep? You're funny. What are your thoughts on change? Yeah. So that's a great question. I think that will tell you a lot about a person, right? whether they can adapt to change. Maybe when they're younger too, you can more easily adapt to change. But as you get older, I think it might get a little bit more difficult. Depends on what it is, right? But yeah, I think that would tell you a lot. Right. Okay. It's like ASMR for sleeping. All right, another question would be, what is your greatest failure? That's a good one. I like that one a lot because that's something in society we think of failure as a negative thing, but that's how we get to success. So, uh, yo, some random people in comments. Karibu, Kenya. Yeah, I've been to Kenya 2 times. Asante sana. Murembo sana. Yeah, I think that means like very beautiful. Ninasema Kiswahili kidogo tu. Kidogo, kidogo. Yes, Joe. Right. What's your name? Yo. Keep him on point. What are y'all talking about? Cappuccino? Morocco. Morocco, are you from Morocco? I'm in Eswera right now. Eswera, Mogador. Hello from France. Bonjour. Je ne parle pas français. Wow. Hello, Rajendra. What you saying? Why are you sideways? Because I'm laying down because I'm tired. I go live every Wednesday and weekends. So it is the very end of my weekend here in Morocco. So I was like, let me just, I'm tired. Okay, so this is another great question. What is your greatest failure? I think that will tell people a lot, right? Are you open to talking about that? Um, did it lead to some reflections, some growth, right? That should be the point. What is it? Agadir. Ah, ifulki agadir. Sideways is no good. Are you guys still able to see me okay though? I know it's telling me like the orientation is locked, but I think that should mean it's locked the vertical way. So. Hello, I can't read Arabic, so I don't understand it. ¿Estás en Amazigh? Okay, what's another question? What makes you unique? Yes, let them tell you about themselves, you know. What are they proud of? Their uniqueness, right? Hopefully they will think that they're unique in some way. Hopefully we're not all the same. That would be boring to me, right? But yeah. What makes you unique? Hello, Jagdish. I'm alright. How are you? Ciao. Buonanotte. I forgot anything else in Italian. Grazie. Prego. Andiamo. Okay, what's another one? What motivates you? Yeah, super important. I really like that question. What motivates you? What You're in Italy or Morocco? Are you from Morocco, but you're in Italy? Grazie mille. Yeah, I like languages so much. Um, what motivates you? Yeah, what's your purpose? We talked about that a lot on some other lives, right? Hopefully, your purpose motivates you. Hopefully, you know your purpose. Oh no, is this a different name with the same BS? It's the same person with different name. ¿Cómo estáis? Oh yeah, yeah, ¿cómo estáis, right? Like ¿cómo estás in español, in Spanish, in Italian it's ¿cómo estáis? Yeah? And in Tagalog, it's very similar. ¿Cómo estáis? I think. ¿Cómo estáis? Something like that, yeah. It's very cool. Italia. Mangia. Mangia pasta. Okay. Who is your role model? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know, but it's good, but also like I never know how to answer those questions. I'm like I don't know. I don't know if I ever had a role model. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just always respect people's hustle, like artists, and people who just continue to be on the purpose and do what they feel they're meant to do on this planet. Ciao, tutto bene? What is it? Mangiare? Spaghetti. Right, like I understand these little basic words, eh? There was one rap song. Mangia, mangia pasta fatta in casa in Italia. Some song, I don't know. Cantando. I don't know if it's the same in Spanish. Singing. It's like rapping. I don't know. Hello, hello. Okay. Yeah, this is a great one. Do you enjoy spending time outdoors? think I think we all need to be outdoors sometimes, right? But like it's good to ask like, yeah, how much time do you like spending outdoors? Like, do you like to spend just a few minutes or do you like to like go camping in the woods or Irfan? I'm from the United States, but I'm in Morocco. So I don't understand the Arabic. Just imik tamazight. شوية دريجة but more tamazight. Where are y'all from? It's sister Irfan. Sister. Okay. Um, I'm not Italian. I'm Indian. Oh, okay. Be respectful or take yourself out. Okay. How do you handle criticism? That's a good one. How do you handle criticism? Are you okay with hearing some critiques every now and then? How do you take it? You know, do you take criticism well or not? Or is there a certain way that I can talk to you that like that you feel okay with or whatever, right? Spaghetti, spaghetti. I like spaghetti. I like any kind of pasta. I like gluten-free pasta though, but okay, how would you describe your personality? Yeah. Are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? Do you like to be around people all the time? Do you not? Do you like to spend time alone? I'm from the United States, but I'm in Morocco. I don't know what that means, pale blue. I don't know that one. Hello, my name is James. Where are you at? Maybe it's Maybelline. That's what I thought of when I saw your. I don't know what that is. Maybe you should have some vegetables instead. Okay. Use 3 adjectives to describe yourself. Are you patient? Are you generous? Are you caring? Are you kind? These are all virtues that I'm mentioning, but near Spain. Spain? Is it in Spain? ¿Cómo está? Más o menos bien. Siempre. Right? Okay, y'all, don't be weird. What are some other adjectives you could use to describe yourself? Like helpful, quiet, shy, assertive. Um, hello. I think that's Hebrew. I don't understand Hebrew. Got all the countries and languages up in here, man. It's interesting. Well, it's interesting. 3 different people with Hebrew, Hebrew, Hebrew. More Hebrew. Interesting. This live is very interesting. What's going on? Okay. The next question. The next question is, what are you passionate about? Um, do you believe in, I don't know, like what one of my like biggest passions is race unity, um, bringing people together, that people should be together. We're human beings. We should all try to understand each other, which is why I love to travel and I love languages. So that's something that I'm very passionate about. And I hope that that shows in my work, in my dealing with students and strangers and my side hustle here, social media. Uh, I'm from the United States, but I'm in Morocco. You guys, man. Okay. Yeah, but what else could people be passionate about? Gardening, organic gardening. I don't know why that came to mind, but like super important these days, right? Like with global warming and climate change. I think we'll see more and more people be passionate about environmental stuff, as we all should be. We're a part of the environment. We are the environment. What else? Just anything like creative. I'm a musician as well. I sing. I play the piano a little bit as well. But of course, I'm very passionate about singing. Uh, Salam alaikum, salam salam. I'm a teacher, and I do my side hustle of social media here as well. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Watch my videos. It does help. Um, Y'all be respectful or get out, please. Okay, it's fine. Okay, hello. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that for the sub. Singing is my passion as well. Nice. What do you sing? Cantando, cantando. Wait, let me. What's a song in Italian? um, I don't want to wake up my neighbor. I sing loudly. Okay, wait. Star vicino velido che s'ama è il più vago diletto d'amor. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, my whole family sings, so of course, um, something that my whole family is very passionate about and ingrained in our family for a long time, like everybody in my family sings or sang. So it's interesting to think about like how far down the line. I don't know, like a big part of my ancestry or at least a big part of our family identity is Irish, and so of course the Irish are very well known for singing. Like my grandpa would like yodel sometimes, like just low key, like yodeling. Just kind of like joking and playing around, but like I was like, man, so that means like his parents probably like for real yodeled, or grandparents. So it's interesting. Now, was it his parents that came from Ireland? I don't remember exactly, but it's like my great grandparents or great great grandparents came from Ireland. So yeah. Anyways, I visited Ireland one time. I'd like to go back though, but it's expensive. Okay, here's another good question. What childhood memory makes you smile? Hmm. Man, I'd have to think about that. You grew up singing in church. Me too. Yeah, me too. Lots of hymns. What's one of my favorites, I think, was How Great Thou Art. Ah, me and my family would sing that in the church, man. And we were always we were always the loudest people in that church. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah. I don't know why. I grew up out in the village area, rural area, so like it was normal to be loud out there, right? There's nobody around, and like if you're trying to, you know, talk to someone or like find your dad or your brother or something, like, "Hey, dad," you gotta yell. But yeah, we would always sing around the piano too at home. Whoopity scoop poop. Um, that's so awesome. Your family's so loud too. Heck yeah, I love that. And somebody's obsessed with poop. That's okay. We all do it, and it's healthy for you. I hope they're healthy bowel movements. But yeah, I mean that's singing, of course, is a favorite childhood memory for sure. Around the piano, y'all are tripping. Poop help. Somebody decode that. Eat some more fiber. Huh? I can't read the Arabic. Okay. Anyways, this live is super random tonight. Sometimes there'll be some strangeness that comes in, but generally it's kind of like we have a good time and we have a great conversation. But this one is a little bit weird. Okay, what is your greatest achievement? What do you guys think? Could be a diploma, right? Could be graduating from any school, right? High school, college, university. Scotland. Nice. Yeah, I'm a bit Scottish too. It could be that you started your own business. It could be that you sang in front of millions of people. Right? It could be anything. But yeah, it's a great question. Hopefully, and hopefully people would be able to say something, whether it's small or big, right? But and it depends on your age, of course, too, right? And experience. Like obviously when you're older, you've gone through more stuff. So okay, how do you deal with conflict? Yeah. Conflict resolution. Do you need to take time before you talk about something? Do you lose your cool? Do you make a scene? You know, do you lose control of yourself? Do you like to talk about things right away? Yeah. It's important to know yourself, like for real, so that you can better interact with other people. Okay, another question. How do you define success? It's a great question. I feel like the stereotypical stuff would be like, oh yeah, like I graduated, I got a job, I got a car, a house, and whatever, right? But it's like, no, like what actually makes you happy, you know? I think for me, that's success. Um, you said self control is the key. Yeah, for sure. Like with anything, right? Balance too. But yeah, success, it's like, it's all relative, right? Like what, what actually makes you happy, like working towards your goals, your purpose, and completing something, of course. That always makes us feel happy, right? How are you sleeping standing up? Well, hopefully you guys see this the correct way. But you can see I'm not standing up. Here's another one. So very general, right? This is like something we always ask. Upon meeting someone, tell me about your hobbies. Right? So like in my culture, in American culture, the first question would be like, oh, what do you do? Right? What do you do? What do you do? It doesn't mean what are you doing right now? It means what do you do? What's your job? Right? What's your career? What do you do for work? Open my own business is my goal. Yes, working on it. More power to ya. Matt, be appropriate or take yourself out. So yeah, yeah, hobbies. But yeah, what do you do, right? So like, um, I'm a teacher. My job is teaching. I teach children, right? And then the next question, would be tell me about your hobbies, right? Or what do you do in your free time? Or what do you do for fun, right? It's just a very normal conversation when you first meet someone, right? So, oh, well, I like to, right, sing, write poetry, make videos, talk to strangers that aren't hopefully crazy. No more ahayod. um, but yeah. Okay, and that reminds me, of course, just to remind you guys as well, I do teach English amongst other subjects, but I do have my own group conversation classes every Monday, uh, 6 p.m. Moroccan time. But you can see my community post about that if you want to join my group English class. That's cool. I like to sing simple. Nice. That's the Safi? That's the only one? There's gotta be more. Could be like, oh, I like taking walks. I like watching YouTube videos about seagulls. And I said seagulls because they're just ubiquitous here right now in Asuera. They're everywhere here. You can't get away from them. It's the same time. Rabat or Casablanca, the whole of Morocco is on the same time, but I'm in Asuera. What is your ideal work environment? Mm. Yeah, that could tell you a lot about someone, right? I like to work independently. It's definitely my preferred job over the years with the different jobs that I've had. I definitely like being independent for sure. Not having someone like look over your shoulder all the time, right? Like, let me do my job. Yeah. Indeed, Matt. Indubitably. Yeah. So, work environment. Some people like to be like super busy though, right? That could tell you a lot. Some people like to multitask. Some people don't, right? They need one thing to work on. Some people like to work at a desk. Some people like to stand. Some people like to walk around, right? I love that these days you can have, so many different kinds of scenarios at your office, right? If you work at an office. Um, okay, the next one is what's a skill you're proud of? Yes, all the skills, gain all the skills. I like to help homeless people is also my passion. Nice. I'd rather spend my money to help others who really need it. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Anything we can do to serve others, to help others, it's just an amazing experience for everyone, you know? A skill you're proud of. It's so interesting, the way that the world is going to, it's just so important to have skills, right? And then, like, to be able to trade skills instead of using money, you know? Who is your favorite author? Hmm. Do you read? Right? What do you read? Hmm. I tend to read a lot of articles. It's so interesting, like the generational difference. Like, oh man, when I heard the first time, like some of the younger generations use TikTok as like their search engine, I was like, oh no, what? Because there's a lot of misinformation on there. So yeah, I still use Google. And like at university, we were taught how to um, notice the like primary sources, secondary sources, like reliable sources, right? Hello, Umar. Hello, Logan. I'm from the United States, but I'm in Morocco. Yeah, and it's sister. You can call me sister. Why does it sound like Napoleon Dynamite? Nunchuck skills. Sounds like Napoleon Dynamite. Yes, I love technology. Napoleon Dynamite. It was a great movie. I saw you the other day in the parking lot. Oh, where? Which city? Because I don't really be seeing parking lots over here. What you talking about, Logan? Nigeria, yes. So I know Nigeria. You speak any Igbo or Yoruba? I don't really. Y'all stop being weird. Okay. Um, what else? Next question. Who knows you the best? Hmm. Is it one person? Do you have a small circle of close friends or family? You went shopping. No, I don't go shopping. I don't believe in buying things. Hmm. What else? Hmm. Hausa. Hey, cool. Is Nigerian and Ghanaian, yeah? Your mom and your siblings. That's awesome. Hmm. I saw that the Hausa people influenced the Gnawa music. I just went to the Gnawa festival, here in Essaouira in Morocco. um, let's see some other questions. Yeah, how do you respond to problems? Yes. What's your reaction? Do you have a reaction? Do you yell? Do you scream? Do you talk? Do you not talk? How do you influence people? Yeah, that could be positive or negative, right? How do you respond to change and pace yourself? I guess it says steadiness. I was thinking steadfastness. Yeah, like spirituality. That's a great question, right? How do you deal with like authority figures? Responding to rules, procedures. Interesting. Did you guys ever take like a personality test? Vertical, what are you from the 80s, bro? I'm American, if you mean like my heritage. I'm just very mixed with European stuff. What, Morocco in Italy? Bro, are you American? And I say that because I'm an American. I know, and I know how Americans are bad with geography. I'm gonna need you to check a map, bro. Or maybe you meant something else, but yeah, I'm gonna need you to think about that and do some research. What are you saying? Azul? Azul means hello in the indigenous language here. I talk a lot at work, but at home I'm super quiet. Oh, that's interesting. Why is that? What got you streaming today? I go live every Wednesday and weekends. So it's the end of my weekend here in Morocco. It's 11:28 p.m. So I have to go live. I mean, I enjoy going live with you guys. I did a surprise live on Thursday as well when I was out and about by the ocean. It was amazing. It was beautiful. Um, if you want to see where I'm at, you can check out that live. Of course, if you want to subscribe, watch some other videos. My newest video was about the first day of the Gnawa festival here in Essaouira, Morocco. My next video will be another day, um, the last day of the Gnawa festival here. Opinion on Morocco so far. Yeah, I've been here for over 2 years. You can see that video as well. American in Morocco, over 2 years. Thank you. Thank you for the subscribe. My my family does all the talking. Like I said, they're the the loudest in the neighborhood. They're the loudest in the neighborhood in a good way. Ah, okay. I get it. Yeah, so we have to like balance the energy sometimes. I totally get it. Oh, no, Logan, that's not good for you, bro. What else? Mm. What do you value most in life? Describe your work ethic and style. And what do you value most in life? Oh, I don't know. Why time? Time came to my mind like very quickly. I don't know. It's so valuable, you know? I don't know if it's the most important thing to me, but like sleep. Of course, like I prioritize sleep and my alone time. I don't know about the sewage system here. Do you have to wear the hijab in Morocco, or is it between the woman and? Yeah, I mean, I think in every country it should be a woman's choice, of course. But yeah, I would say that Morocco is like a bit. What's the word? Would we say like moderate, maybe? Uh, but yeah, I respect people who we all make our own decisions in our own religions. So why do you say that, Green Man? You asked a great question, but then you said, "What's weird?" Where are you from? I'm from the United States, but I'm in Morocco. I I was like, can I tag? Mm, or like pin? I can't comment. Can I? No. Looks like I can start a poll or start a Q&A, but I don't know. I had Googled that before, like asking if I could pin a comment, and it said like I could comment and then pin, but I don't seem to have that option. Um, how to figure out someone's personality. Have you guys ever seen some of those videos on YouTube that like, yeah, they try to read the person's body language? I used to have a friend like that too back in the day, man. She was really on that. like reading body language, and like if a person did like this, it meant like this. I think there's definitely some truth to that, but I don't think I want to live my life like all like that. Like there's no 100% in that. They just have some conflict with our country. Morocco? Morocco has some conflict? I don't understand. It's like a debate over some land or something like that. Oh, are you in Algeria? I'm tired of y'all. And by y'all, I mean Moroccans and Algerians fighting in my comment section sometimes. I'm just like, what's wrong with y'all? It's sad to see that. Greenman, are you from Algeria or where? You said mofo like you're American. People around my circle should be honest. I don't like I don't like yes people, but honest. Count my eyes. I'm not sure what you're saying. Um, do you mean like you don't like a yes person, like just that they say yes and they're all like fake and stuff? Yeah, honesty, man. Obviously, I've called myself Trisha with the truth. Of course, it's about alliteration, the T's, right? But it's also because I tell the truth all the time. Like I'm one of those people, people that like I can't physically lie, like big lies. Of course I can do these little white lies that we all do, or like to protect someone or their secret or something like that. But like, just a crazy lie, I can't do that. But yeah, what's the one quote we have in my religion is truthfulness is the foundation of all human virtues. Like, yeah, if you don't have truthfulness, if you're not honest, you got nothing. So true. Are you touring? No, nope, just living. Why Morocco? I don't know. Green man. Of course, where else would I be? Do you speak Tamazight? I know a lot of my followers speak Tamazight. You speak Kabil? It's especially sad to see like Amazigh people fighting in my comments, like, and they're both, Amazigh, but like one is from Morocco, one is from Algeria. I'm just like, come on. It's one of those things. It's sad, but it's also scary to see that too. And not only about Morocco and Algeria, but just any countries. There's this blind hatred. You know, it's very blind. But yeah, I mean, I chose. Well, I didn't really choose Morocco. I just when I was younger, I felt pulled to China, so I went to China and I taught English there. And then I finished my studies later. I went back to the United States and I finished my studies. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I just felt a pull again to um, to come to Morocco. So I didn't have a plan really, and I still don't have a plan, which I love. Um, the kind of tentative plan was Morocco and then Bangladesh and then Ireland, and so I did all that already, and so now I'm back in Morocco, and we'll see what happens. Ah, you don't speak Kabyle. Oh, okay. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, I like Tamazight a lot, and the Tifina, the writing system, it's amazing. Oh. Hmm. Let's see. How to test a person's character. It's interesting. Observe how they respond to difficult situations, setbacks, or failures. Hmm. Do they take responsibility for their actions or do they blame others? Someone who takes ownership of their mistakes and learns from them is likely to have a more responsible and growth oriented character. Yes, indeed. Hmm. That's an interesting question. Yeah, I mean, so you said, do you prefer to marry your own race or no, and why? So, I actually, my preference is to marry outside of my own race because diversity, I think, is important. Um, and I think like what a better way to be that example, right? Is to live the life that you are believing in, right? That people should be together, right? And if you were here earlier, I mentioned that race unity, right? People being together is like probably one of my, or probably the biggest passion in my life, if not one of them. But were there any stereotypes you had of Morocco that were false before coming there? I don't think so. I think kind of just what I vaguely had in my mind of Morocco. Well, so I've had Moroccan friends like online for even some years before I even knew I was coming to Morocco, you know. So like through them, of course, I already knew quite a bit. And like, I actually learned about Amazigh and Tifina, of course, before I came here and learned like a little bit. But um probably then like I'd say before that, then especially too, yeah, I just kind of had a thought that it would look more like European or like Spanish or something. Not that I've ever been to Spain either, but like kind of just a stereotypical kind of Spanish European vibe, which the North does look like that. Excuse me, in some places. I feel like when I went to Tangier, it was more that vibe for me. Like the look, the feel, the architecture, the vibe, whatever. Yeah. But like southern Morocco is very different, like architecturally or whatever, and culturally. And then like if you go east, more to the desert area, it's very different. But yeah. Um, let's see. Oh, my eyes are getting tired. Yeah, this is interesting to think about though. Like, um, this is a good question to ask you guys. So like, do you think that you should just be like completely honest and like forthright and like tell people everything when you just meet them? Or should you kind of like test them? I don't know. Because sometimes, man, some people are really crazy. And as you get older, you see more and more of that. Like a lot of people just lie, you know? And it's just like, well, how can you have a friendship or a relationship based on a lie? So it's like, yeah, it's maybe good then to do a little testing. It doesn't seem like the most honest thing to do, but it's like to protect yourself. I think it's good to test people on their stuff? Oh, it's wild. Yeah, some people will say like, "Oh yeah, like I'll just like pretend like to be exactly what they want." And I'm just like, "Oh my God, people are crazy." For real. What is your favorite drink or dessert? I love herbal tea with honey. Um, Maybe some oat milk, some coconut water. Oh, like fresh coconut water. It's so good. Oh, I mean, it depends on where you get it from or what country or the kind of coconut, but like, yeah, mm, so good. Dessert? I don't know. In America, I'm vegan. In Morocco, I'm vegetarian. um, Also in America, I'm gluten free, sugar free. So like in America, I'm vegan, sugar free, gluten free. But when you're traveling and depending on the country and availability and stuff like that, and depending on the city, yeah, it's really hard here to do really any of that. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of sugar, just for health reasons. It's not good for any of us. Like especially it's so processed these days. But growing up, I always loved like Reese's peanut butter cups in like some ice cream. What would they call that? With Oreos too. It was like what did they used to call that? Moose tracks or like a I don't know. We would sometimes get the Dairy Queen blizzards, you know? You should visit Algeria someday. It's a lot better. Why does it have to be better? Why can't things just be different but also both awesome, you know? Any fruit. Ah, yeah, man. I love fruit so much. Watermelon, cherries, blueberries. Yeah. I try to stay away from like the acidic stuff, like pineapples and mangoes and stuff, but sometimes strawberries. It's hard to find here though, so I eat a lot of bananas here and avocados when they're available. But yeah, avocados are so healthy. I know avocados are fruits, but like I I often don't put them in that category because I eat them like savory, like with dinner. Oh, so good. I know many countries eat avocados like sweet. Togo? Are you in Togo? What's happening in Togo? Oh man, I still keep hearing like fireworks over here. I'm curious because I started hearing fireworks before the Islamic New Year, like a day or two. And then they've continued through the American 4th of July, which like of course I'm in Morocco, so I wouldn't expect people to celebrate that. Although it's interesting because when Moroccans find out that I'm American, they're like, "Oh, you know that Morocco is the first one who recognized America as a country." Um, but yeah, I don't know, but like people don't really celebrate the Islamic New Year here that I've seen. Like, I don't know, or at least they don't do like a huge thing. Like I would think, like fireworks. What? Yeah, I'm just kidding. Morocco's cool. It's just a lot of political nonsense that I see. Yes. Yeah, don't focus on the politics. Focus on people, man. There are amazing people everywhere. There are crazy people everywhere, but there are amazing people everywhere too. Eesh. Hmm. That's a good question. What does it mean to be a good friend to you? Hmm. Pretty sure the fireworks is people getting married. Really? I did hear, was it last night? They were turned up. Like, "Ah," and lots of honking. But that's like the first time it was turned up like that here, at least. In Marrakesh, I would hear that sometimes. In the villages, I would hear that sometimes. But fireworks? Like never. It's weird. Again, an honest friend. Yeah. But yeah, but like, yeah, a good friend means different things to different people, right? It's interesting too. Like, even with family or friends or relationships, right? It's like people have their like um comfortabilities, their boundaries, their limitations, their desires, right? So it's like, how often do you want to talk to someone, right? Like, even like my best friend or like a family member, it's like some people want to talk like once a week. Some people want to talk once a month. Some people want to talk every day. It's good to know and be okay or have some kind of a middle understanding. Hello, what? Abdu, Abdullah? Um, it's a tradition to light up a bunch of fireworks for what? Really? I haven't seen or heard that here though in Morocco, except for this city. I feel like it's just kids, because like I'm like right on the street here. I feel like a lot of times if it's really close, it's just these kids playing with fireworks, like they do in America too. Hopefully the small ones. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I have to ask Green Man. Green Man. Hmm. Oh, why is it so? There we go. Okay. Oh no. What? Oh, okay. This one, yeah, is interesting. What do you do differently from other people? I don't know. That's a good question because it's like, yes, we're all human, but I kind of think of like, we all kind of do stuff different. I don't know. I'd have to think about some specific situations. Great Ali? You mean like Muhammad Ali, the fighter? The Great Ali? Is that Muhammad Ali? Um, give up their life for you. Dang. A good friend. A good friend. That's gotta be. I don't know. That's that's pretty deep. Because if you really think about that, I know like people want to say like that or like be very poetic or it's in movies, but like it's very serious, you know? But yeah, if you think about it too, like obviously, even if there's some emergency or natural disaster, catastrophe, like you don't know what you would do in any situation, but it's like obviously to try to save someone's life is, supremely admirable. He's a great man. That's a real friend. Yeah, that's more than a friend, man. Like I mean, like I don't know. I don't know. That's a lot. It's very serious. Hmm. What? How to read someone's personality in 10 seconds? Posture, confident or guarded? Can you be both at the same time? Eye contact, trustworthy or evasive? Ooh, that's very cultural now. Some cultures don't like eye contact, you know. Handshake, assertive or uncertain? Hmm. Facial expressions, friendly or reserved? Tone of voice, calm or anxious? Choice of words, optimistic or cynical? Hmm. Interesting, but like, um, they're doing like this or that, but it's like there's so much in between. Huh? It's the same action giving your stuff to a homeless person, giving your stuff, like your things, like helping. There's a difference between a casual friend and a true friend, no? Yeah, just I don't know. Our I don't know. I'm just like these days, it's hard to find just good people in general. So yeah. Um, hmm. Personal space, respectful or overbearing. But again, yeah, like there's so much in between. And again, that's very cultural too. Personal space, man. And I'm like, back up off me. Hmm. Ah, your shirt. Like giving, like you're taking, how do you say that? What's that phrase, right? Giving the shirt off your back. But that's not your life. That's like, yeah. Do you have trouble talking with Moroccans? Like, is there a language barrier? Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, but, oh, of course, it seems like, everyone speaks Darija, or most people, right? Very high majority. Um, and then Tamazight, of course. French. I would say most people speak French, but there's more that I mean, there's some that really don't, yeah, which I'm always surprised because it seemed like most. But then when you go to the north, there's more Spanish, for sure. There's a lot of Spanish. Um, but yeah, in general, like I would say most people speak a little English. There's quite a few that speak a lot of English or like, you know, yeah. But like this one store I always go to, like I should get it on camera sometime. I want to buy like a tiny little camera and like and just have it somewhere so I don't have to I don't have to take it out all the time. That would be amazing. I don't know if I can find that. Or if it's not too expensive. But anyways, um, he doesn't speak any English. He speaks a little Tamazight, just little. Um, but then I'm always surprised, like, oh, he knows some more words. If I keep saying stuff, he kind of understands, and he understands some things. Because I asked him, like, can I get some honey? Miel, because I think that's French. I didn't know that before, but it's like that's how they say it a lot here. But he didn't know either one of those words. I was like, oh, crap. I was like, tamim, tamimt, tamimt. I was like trying to remember it in Tamazight too. And he's like, oh, okay. So I was like, oh man, it's hard. But that's like, I would say that's the exception though. I feel like most people, yeah, speak like enough English for me to get by or whatever, if that makes sense. But I don't know. And I know a lot of people say I should learn more Darija, but I really like Amazigh a lot. So, with all of those languages, it's like we do fine. And I mean, I'm used to traveling to countries where the main language is not English, so I enjoy it. There's sign language. There's like universal sign language. And there's Google Translate. Mm. Hello, Omar. How are you? I'm doing fine. Yeah, we're just talking about like questions we can ask to try to know someone, right? Um, and just a lot of questions in between, right? Let's see. The truth is, a lot of people understand English but can't speak it. Yeah, yeah, that's very true. A lot of people can understand a language, any language maybe that they're around sometimes, but they can't speak it. Like even some French here. It's interesting. Yeah, there seems to kind of be a transition, especially amongst young people, from like they don't want to learn French, they want to learn English. You heading out? Thanks for the chill stream. For sure, man. Are you still in Algeria or are you in a different country? You speak very much like an American. Well, Timin Suin, to you, good night to you. I'm assuming you're in Algeria if you're going to sleep too, because it's 12. It's past midnight. How to find someone's real personality. You're Algerian, but are you in Algeria now? I'm assuming that means you're still in Algeria. But yeah, welcome back anytime for chill and also not so chill streams, lives. No, they're usually very chill, but sometimes if I'm out walking around Morocco, they're a little bit chaotic, but not too much. Not really. This city, Essaouira, is very, very chill. I actually really like it a lot. It fits my personality for sure. Yeah, but I go live every Wednesday and weekends. Wednesday, usually in the evening. Usually in the evenings, always in general, but weekends could be Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But do you speak any other languages? Just curious. So yeah, if you were here earlier, I was speaking some Swahili with a couple guys that came in. So I do speak some Swahili. I'm not fluent, but then some Chinese because I lived in China teaching English. But I wonder. It's hard to think which one I know more of, Swahili or Chinese. I, maybe Swahili, maybe it's hard, but yeah, I'm not fluent in either of those. Um, excuse me. Spanish. Spanish I studied in like high school for 2 years, so just more like academic. Um, and of course Tamazight, because I'm in Morocco, the native indigenous language here. Of course, there are many different dialects though. And then I just know a little bit of many languages. And I try to see the connections. Logan, what you talking about? Are you still here or you came back? Are you telling us what happened to you since you were gone? How about you? What is your name? I can't. Is it a Popo or Filippo or both? Definitely needed it if you travel a lot. Yeah. Yeah. I love learning languages, especially like unique ones. Yeah. Hello, Anu. How are you? Let's see. How to find someone's real personality. Consistency in behavior over time is key to understanding someone's true character. Consistency. I'm taking mental notes. Nonverbal behavior can be quite telling in the short term, as they can indicate a person's immediate emotional state. For example, facial expressions, posture, and gestures can all reveal how someone feels in a specific moment. But man, when you're in a different culture and traveling and stuff, it's like those cues, social cues, nonverbal cues are not the same culture to culture. Obviously some things you might be able to pick up on, hopefully, but there are definitely some things that are like very different. What happened to you a few minutes ago? Okay. Interessante. Hmm. Um, how do you evaluate a person? We can look at people as they truly exist in their personality. I will outline 7 traits by which to assess people's character more accurately. Attitude, personal standard, okay, standards, yes. Demands for emotional support, demands, hold on. Value system, self esteem, way of committing to others, and scope of interests. I love it. Okay. That's from Psychology Today. Let's see if we can see more about that. Okay, number 1, attitude. The attitude of people with omnipotent personalities reveals that they have a great sense of pride and may also be smug and self righteously complacent. People with impotent personalities display arrogant attitudes and may show outrage when questioned. Mm-hmm. Personal standard. Okay, here we go. The personal standard of omnipotent personalities is to strive for perfection. Nothing less will do. They display strong problem solving skills and try to think through how to control and solve various situations that arise. Okay. Impotent personalities display personal standards of expedience. They take the path of least resistance. They focus on their personal wants and desires. Interesting. Yeah, obviously, like some of these personality things are very much like it's this or that, but it's like there's so much in between. I can easily find out a true color out of a person, and that happens a lot at my workplace. Making them angry. Watch out now. Hey. So you're out there testing people, huh? Hey, be careful or somebody will snap on you. Skibbity. Skibbity Ohio Riz. I don't even know what that means, but it's like American slang. Why did Ohio get the negative energy? You know? Why? Okay. Demands for support. Omnipotent personalities avoid depending on others and relish others' dependency on them. Interesting. As a result, such omnipotent personalities rarely ask for help from others. I can do it myself, is their mantra. They seek out thankless relationships in which they get little in return but give a great deal to others. It's interesting. Impotent personalities like to have others care for them and be dependent on others to get things done for them. As a matter of fact, they excel at demanding that others meet their needs and may not be grateful when others do cater to them. Geez, I mean, both of these sound very balanced. Skippity, what you talking about? There goes the seagulls. Skippity, I think you're thinking too much about it. Hello, Nanzur. Welcome, 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 welcome. Ansuf, marhaba. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I go live every Wednesday and weekends. Okay, what else? Value system. People with omnipotent personalities may put themselves down and have inflated regard for people demonstrating few real attributes or accomplishments. Impotent personalities value themselves highly and place a lower value on others. Hmm. Again, let's have some balance. Yeah, it's a mix of like, what is it? Zippity doodah, skibbity. I hear a baby now. And a car. Okay. Aw, okay. Self esteem. Omnipotence self esteem may suffer in spite of a fierce work ethic and their own stellar achievements. Impotent personalities show high and even inflated self worth and esteem, even when they have few real accomplishments. Commitment to others. Omnipotent personalities are steadfast and display a way of committing to others that is so loyal and dedicated that commitments endure even when relationships become dead. Hmm? Impotent personalities commit conditionally based on changing whims. They will end relationships over any slight disappointment. My God. These are definitely like the extremes. Jeez. The baby is crying. You guys. I don't know where the baby sleeps. Sorry, I'm just listening to the sounds. Are you from Bangladesh? Nice. I just visited there not too long ago. I'm from the United States, but I'm in Morocco. No, wow. Snake meu. No, I don't know much. I don't even know if that's like Igbo or Yoruba cartoons. Hi, 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 hi. Okay, scope of interests. Omnipotent personalities have an exceedingly wide scope of interests. They have many and varied passions, especially those perceiving any injustice done to others. The scope of interests of impotent personalities is far narrower. Their passions solely are personal and reflect more one track mindedness. Okay. Right. Interesting. Okay. A better way to determine content of character. No, wow. Thank you for the sub. Hello, Marios. Yeah, I love languages, man. No, I like the reason that I know some of the Nigerian stuff is because my Congolese friends would always watch Nigerian movies, you know. And so we would always I would always be at their house and we would watch them together sometimes. Um and then just in their language. So because I learned like Swahili kind of like indirectly from them, you know, just because they were always speaking Swahili in their house. But they would, you know, intermix or interweave some of the Nigerian stuff just because they watched the movies, you know. A Disney movie? Which one? The Zippity Doodah? Or which one? Yeah, but you know that actually I think Zippity Doodah is like racist or has a racist history, like or from the minstrel stuff. So you could look that up too if you don't know about it. Hockey dude. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, skibbity though. That's that young slang in America. All right, now you have a way of evaluating another's character that unfolds by sizing up their traits that you can observe: values, thoughts, interests, functioning, and style of interaction with others. This appraisal cannot be done quickly. It does take time and unfolds slowly as you observe and become acquainted with another person. You can discover how to bypass your rapid emotional knee jerk responses that come from judging by what you see, what you learn superficially, and from your automatic emotional way of sizing up people. You can replace these unhelpful and inaccurate methods of meticulously observing and evaluating people's standards for themselves and others, their attitudes, their desire for or shunning of emotional support, their value system, self esteem, way of committing to others, and scope of their interests in life. Hey, dang, it's a long sentence. Hey, breathe though. Okay, then, as Dr. King hoped for, you will have the skills necessary to judge people by the content of their character. Hey, hey, yes, indeed. Song of the South, yeah. Bugs Bunny. Mm. Yeah, you know, I remember this song because it's a. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't think it was the original because I looked up the original and I was like, oh, that's definitely not what I remember. Was it like what was his name? The grasshopper? Was he a grasshopper? Jeez. Or a cricket? Grasshopper? Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket. Or he was singing Encyclopedia. Encyclopedia. I don't know. Or was it from a record that my dad had? It might have been a record. You know, like old school stuff. But hmm. Oh, Mary Poppins. I love to laugh. Ha 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 ha. Long and loud and clear. I love to laugh. Ha 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 ha. So everybody can hear. Do y'all know what part of the movie that's from? Don't mess with Mary Poppins. That's a magical movie. I really like that movie a lot. The more you laugh. What part? What was happening in the movie? Thank you, Popo. Skibbity. How old are you? Where are you from, man? I'm analyzing you. Skibbity. I have a feeling your age must be close to mine then. Wow, it's been an hour and a half. But how can you remember that, man? Most people would not remember that too, except maybe my brother. But it's a very specific song that like a lot of people wouldn't remember that song from the movie. They'd remember like the gosh, what was it? Like the chimney sweeping or spoonful of sugar, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, right? Those are the more like famous ones. But you know, we did because I'm a singer, right? We did learn that in choir. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Disney Child. A whole new world. A dazzling place I never knew. Aladdin was so great. What else? I don't know. But yeah, those Aladdin and like Mary Poppins were probably like my favorite. But I was big into sci. We already talked about this last time, but sci-fi, man. The zippity doo dah. You can Google it or put it on YouTube. You can see like the old original. But I forget. I don't remember why. Was it from the minstrel stuff that it was racist though? Like I just started like from TikTok. You know, there's a lot of deep dives in some of these songs that like you don't even know are based on some very racist things or like from that time. You know, like with minstrel shows and stuff. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, Disneyland removed it. Hmm. It comes from a movie that has been criticized for racist portrayals of Black Americans. Yeah, like when I Googled that song or whatever and found like, I guess the original, it looked so old. I was like, what? I'm like, I don't remember that. I really think I just heard the song from a record that my dad had. Like we had an old stereo, like old, like the wooden, you know, stereo. What did we call it? A record player? I don't even remember. But you know, it was a piece of furniture. Um, I definitely never saw like the movie or whatever, or the one that I found on YouTube. Um, but so that's interesting. Hmm. Uh, Jeez, my eyes are dry. There was a rabbit? Oh, I think I did see a rabbit bouncing around there. Yeah, I never saw that. It got canceled. Yeah, something about the ride too at Disneyland or whatever. Bugs Bunny? No. Mm-mm. Just Disney. Bugs Bunny is Warner Brothers, right? Re-releasing it? I don't know. I think they can just leave it. They don't need to re-release it. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, gosh, I was just hearing about like Jingle Bells too, and some some of it is like because they're from a certain time period too, and then like even the ice cream truck song, right? Which differs state to state. Like I don't know if we had that. I don't think we had that song as the ice cream as a physical ice cream truck song. Do you know what I mean? But it's known, I think, as like the ice cream truck song or whatever. But like I also grew up learning it like on the playground as like some goofy song. But anyways, like some of these songs they become so changed over time or like the meaning there's no like we don't understand the connection anymore except I mean maybe like super old people, but yeah, I think it's good to just leave the songs in the past then. Like learn about it, know about it, and let's make some new songs. Jeez, 1930s, yeah. It's so old. Right, yeah, like the origin of it. So. Yeah, I mean like I feel like most people don't know that. But yeah. Yeah, it seems like a happy-go-lucky song, but it's like just we can make our own songs. Yeah, unfortunately, lots of songs. That's why I mean it's good to like know where stuff came from. Uh, yeah, I mean as far as I saw, it said like the movie. I never looked up all of the lyrics, but mm, well, the song comes from the 1946 film "Song of the South." Oh, that's the name of the film. Oh, yeah. So I mean, by association, obviously, like we can leave that song where it was. Wicked. I didn't see Wicked though. Ah, of course, I heard about it all on TikTok. But yeah, I heard lots of interesting things about that. But I don't watch anything like new anymore. I don't have any like subscriptions to anything. I don't know. I'm so old school. I would just like rent stuff from the library. I went from like having the old school TV to them stopping like using those. No, you never needed a box. You just needed an antenna. Listen, okay. So I grew up out in the country in a rural area, right? And so we always had like four channels. And my dad always said like we couldn't get cable because it wouldn't come out that far or something. I don't know. We never had cable, right? And so I was just used to that, and I never had cable in my life, and I never felt the need to, and whatever. So I just had. So when I moved to the city, right? When I got older, I moved to the city, and I still had, a regular TV. But then they changed it so like you had to get a box, So I got like that free government box or whatever. Or you got the card to get the box, whatever. Okay, so I did that. But then did they stop that? I don't remember. Did they stop it? Because did it not work anymore? Because then I was using my like PlayStation 3 to play my DVDs. And then I would just rent stuff from the library for free. And then, because I didn't have Wi-Fi, I didn't even have Wi-Fi. I'm just so old school, and I refuse to like pay for bills that are not necessary. Um, so yeah, I would. No, at some point I got Wi-Fi. I think because of my job, I had to have it or whatever. Um, so to this day, then I still just watch YouTube. So, anyways, long story. Sounds like the UK. Why the UK? Yeah. Hello, Gautam. Yeah, let me see if I can remember the channels. It was 13, 17, 23, and 39. And then once in a while, was it 57? That was like the WB, I think. 39 was Fox. 23 was WIFR. Oh my God. 13 was NBC. 17 was WTVO. Hey, Chineke Mail. Hey. Mm. Yes, Gautam. Do you have a question? No, but yes, truth is the most important thing in this world. Because if you don't have truth, you got nothing. Growing up, we only had four channels. Then in the 90s, it became five, unless if you had cable. Are you from the UK then? Like, why you say it sounds like the UK? Yeah, we always had four, but then there was one that like it was fuzzy. It would come in like if you moved the antenna like this. It's crazy times. The children will never know that. And the dial-up internet connection. Are you from the UK? Ah, interesting. Hmm. I feel like every generation always says like, "Oh, those times were easier." I'm sure, yeah. I mean, it's very true to each generation, right? Because like each new generation gets like some kind of technology, right, to help or have a convenience, which it's like that can be like a positive or negative thing, right? Like, was TV a positive or negative thing? Like, you could say both, right? You could debate, right? be able to broadcast things, to be entertained, to have the news. It's great, but at the same time, it's like it's addictive and it's always there, and like then people don't go outside, right? Um, yeah, even before that. So like when cars were new, right? Like what in the 20s. So you could say, oh, God, my hair's getting too long. Hey, still need to cut my hair. What? What was I saying? Oh, cars. I'm getting tired. Like my eyes are like, I get a little bit loopy. What? 20s. The cars. Okay. Oh no. I'm crashing out. No. Um, why do I keep wanting to laugh? Hi, how are you guys doing? You guys doing good? Great. I can't focus. What the heck? It's time for me to sleep. No, actually, I still want to eat my dinner. What time is it, actually? Yeah, I just want to eat my dinner, whatever. Um, bye. How many people eat red meat? I don't know. I'm vegetarian, vegan in America. The generation today will never understand. Those were the good times. Mm, lots of vegans and vegetarians now. Meat's still popular. I don't know the stats. Some only eat fish and veg. Some only eat meat once or twice a week. Mm. Yeah, I would love to visit India, man. To be able to just find food you can eat everywhere. Oh, man. I remember when I went to New York to visit a friend. I'm like, dang, I can eat. Hold on, I can eat everything on this menu right here. Just of course, bigger cities have more available, right? But okay, cars. What was I trying to say? Okay, TVs, right? And then okay, so the argument could be now you have cars, so now people want to just like be driving everywhere and go everywhere, and like instead of just being chill at home and relax and enjoying family and friends and the environment, you know. It can always like be a debate, right? What's good or bad? What's ethical? What's healthy? What's not? So of course, this generation is all about cell phones. So we can see like they're so addictive, but also they're very convenient, right? Like GPS, and you can Google literally anything. You can learn so quickly. Yeah. Trying to say I'm about to crash out too, man. Our four seems too close. I know, for real, me too. We already have flying cars. Hey, hey. Where's that Joe guy? Wasn't he asking about snoring? Oh, people are wild. Like I was saying on Facebook the other day, like I love people, but I also can't stand people. Oof, oof, oof. Anyways, Skibbity. No, you were. No, it was Roblox who was saying poop. There's some real characters here tonight. Lots of interesting names. So Skibbity, how do you know? Do you know some Nigerian languages? Mickey, is it loading? Are we all sleeping? They're called helicopters. Well, yeah, but they have those like small individual flying things too. I don't know if they have a specific name, but drone cars. I don't know. But we also have flying flying humans. Oh man. What was that? Yeah, that live on the beach the other day. There were so many kite surfers. I guess my friend told me they were doing some, I don't know, competition or something. But like there was lots of kites. I don't know why they call it kite surfing. They look like parachutes, not kites, but um yeah, it was interesting to see that. Nollywood, from the movies. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So many Nigerian movies, man. But I had a hard time watching them with my friends because like the pacing and you know they were girls, so like they were watching more like the maybe soap opera stuff. I guess I'm guessing, and I was never into soap operas. I always found American soap operas boring and stupid, you know. So a lot of the stuff that they were watching and we would try to watch is like just too much drama, but also like the pacing was very slow, and I was like, I don't know, I didn't really like some of the ones that they were watching, but I'm sure like the new ones are awesome, but yeah, maybe they were more like series instead of like movies too. So yeah, I liked some of the Nigerian music too, and Ghanaian. Yeah. They would have like dance parties all the time. Man, my legs would hurt after those dance parties. Just dancing all night. Hey, it was crazy but awesome. The rocket band, like over the ocean. Yeah, yeah. Skibbity, Skibbity, Ohio. Wait, let me Google what that means. I know, like sometimes they'll say Skibbity, Ohio, Riz. Like obviously Riz is like charisma. And Skibbity, what you doing? Like you from the UK, but you got Skibbity. Isn't that American slang? And then what was it? What 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 are you? So funny. No, it's awesome. It's awesome. I love all the like just cultural fusion and like people being together. It's amazing. Um, something considered weird, cringe. Oh, Skibbity, Ohio. Okay, something considered weird, cringy, or awkward, especially in the context of flirting or social. Oh, I actually really like that. Skibbity. I like awkwardness because that's like being awkward is where you grow, you know? You don't know what Skibbity Ohio Riz is? What you guys Skibbity? You thought it was UK, really? Oh, I don't know. I'm feeling Skibbity. Oh. Jeez. Okay, wait. Well, Ohio always gets like the bad rap. Like, let me see. Where did? What is the etymology? of skibbity. Okay. Um, bear with me. Wait, what the heck is that? No, need that. No. Okay. The word skibbity in the context of the popular skibbity toilet. Have you heard the skibbity toilet too? Series originates from a Bulgarian song called Dom Dom Yes Yes by King. The specific skibbity sound is a non-lexical vocal, meaning it's a meaningless sound used in scat singing. Well, that makes sense. Scat singing, yeah. Skibbity bop bop bop, yeah. The YouTube series by the Boom popularized this song, which is used as the battle cry for the toilet-headed carrot. Oh, I did hear about that. Like, it's originated from some like they made like a cartoon or something. I don't know. Again, like seems like cultural fusion. Huh? It's so funny. What? Skippy toilet. Yeah, I don't remember that it was Bulgarian. But yeah, I remember like I did remember hearing like the origin of it, something about the toilet and like just something random like probably on TikTok, I'm assuming, or they yeah. I don't know, everything seems to be from TikTok too, but wait, have you guys seen that? Do it, lady. Tell me somebody. Do it, lady. Please tell me somebody knows that reference right now, please. You thought Skibbity's like doing a tap dance? I love that. Oh, Skibbity, man. Okay, but it's on. Well, I think he's on Instagram too, but I found him on TikTok. Ah, what is his name though? It's like J something. But if you just put in Chit, CHIT, do it, lady, all the time, whenever you want, all at once, or whatever you want. Do it, lady. It's great. If you like awkward, random, weird stuff, like The Office, I tell people it's like The Office on TikTok for sure. Do it, lady. Yeah, Chit. His name is Chit. Do it, lady. Oh no, because I'm tired. Irfan, can you go somewhere? Weird. Good. He was here before being weird. But yeah, I like if I like comedy stuff because I'm deeply into science fiction. You know, that's my favorite genre, like positive science fiction. Um, but yeah, comedy is like The Office type comedy. So like this Chit guy, it's hilarious. Do it, lady. So if you hear anybody saying that around you, then you know the reference. Okay. But what else? Comedy. I know. What's his name? Achieve world peace. AWP. Where y'all at? AWP, Rita. Y'all ain't here tonight. But he was, I think it's a he or she was saying that there was a sci-fi comedy called Orville, I think. But oh yeah, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is funny too to me. It's 4 p.m. somewhere probably, but it's the middle of the night in Morocco. I'll call you Skibby. Skibby, not Skibbity. Skibbity. My favorite meme is the guy shouting, "Let me tell you something, let me tell you something," before he gets pushed off on a bungee. Oh no. Do it, lady. So funny. Oh yeah, and like Napoleon Dynamite, man. Yes. Yes, I love technology. Always and forever. And what was the other one? Little Miss Sunshine. So funny. So random. I love the random, like cringe, just would you call it dry humor? I don't know. I don't know, yeah. Thoughtful comedy, intelligent comedy. Yeah. You're in California. Nice. Yeah, I'm from Illinois, but I'm in Morocco. The Good Place. What's that from? Wait, I think the UK is on the same time as Morocco, right? Wait, and Popo, you said you are in Italy? What's the good place? The good place. Wait a minute. Wait, Popo, where are you at? Let's see. What time is it in the UK? Is that 00 is 12, right? Okay. Yeah. Usually we're the same with UK. Sometimes we're different because of Ramadan, I think sometimes. But yeah, we're the same. Wait, what time? What time is it in Italy? Mm. Popo, where you at then? Italy is an hour ahead. It's so funny saying Popo because it means police in American slang. I thought Popo, you were the one speaking some Italian before, or no? I'm about to crash. Seriously, I can't hold my eyes and it's time me to close. But wait, tell us where you're from. Jeez, I know my eyes are closing too. Washington State? I guess I confused you with the other person speaking Italian. Because your name looks kind of like Italian, right? Popo Filippo. Hey. Or do you speak some Italian? I don't know. Washington State. So you're on the same time zone is the California strange person that came in. That's what's up. Y'all just a bunch of Anglo speakers. Jeez. Mm. Everybody is from America or UK now? What accent is this? I don't know. It's sleepy time. It's weird. It's doing this thing again where it like separated, it like disconnected and connected. So it doesn't tell me the right time on how long I've been live, but I'm literally going down. What's up in Morocco? It's kif kif, pal pal, zun zun. It's the same anywhere. The seagulls are here again. Aren't y'all supposed to be sleeping? Sometimes they be playing soccer, football on top of the roof. I think they must have a nest or two up there because they be like clack 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 clack. It's a new experience for me, because usually I'm in Marrakesh, but yeah, I'm in Eswera right now. It's beautiful weather here on the ocean, like on the coast. Oh my god, I can't read anymore. My eyes are so. It's been great. New sub. Thank you so much. I'll be here for a few more minutes. Okay. Okay, dolphin. I was like, wait, what? Because that's what they sound. They do the ah, and then they do the ah. I be trying to talk to him because there's this one. He or she lands on the little corner there. I have a tiny little terrace. And I'll be like, trying to talk to him or tell him to go away because I don't want him to come up in here. Because, it's a different experience in Morocco. Like, the tiny little birds will directly like fly into your apartment. Like, there's no screens. Okay, there's no screens, you guys. On windows, on doors, normally. Sometimes you can see them. Dolphins in Morocco? Well, I mean, I'm sure there are. But no, the seagulls. Bro, what? Anyways. Yep, I've had birds in my apartments before. Just they fly in, fly out, fly in, fly in. I've had cats, random cats. Yeah. That's why like the experience here is different. There it's like seagulls are the majority. Like of course you'll still see cats, but it's like cats reign in Marrakesh and everywhere else that I've seen. Anyways, we came far from the topic we started with. It's a good topic. We tried to stay focused, but we got a lot of random people here tonight. Of course, welcome to the amazing people. They said Skibbity, I love you. Far, far, far away. No, but I enjoy doing that. I like to have a topic normally, and then we kind of lose it from there, or just go off the cuff, right? But no, I generally like to do deep topics, and then, but sometimes I'll be learning some Amazigh, some of the native language, and then sometimes I'll be out. But it's hard if I'm out. I'm usually with friends, so like I don't want to just assume everybody's okay with being on camera, and then we want to talk about stuff, or like not everyone wants to be on camera. So if I'm like alone, then I'll go live out and about. But if I'm with people, I don't know. I've thought about doing like muted lives if I'm out, so at least maybe you guys could see. Oh, there goes the child, the baby. I thought it was the seagull, but no, that's the baby. Go back to sleep. But yeah, obviously check out some of my other videos. The best way to support is by watching videos. Hopefully, if not tomorrow, the day after, I'll have the next vlog up from the second day that I went to the Ganawa festival here, the music festival. It was amazing. The traditional music, the blended music, right? It's like I've heard it's like Ghanaian, a mix of like Ghanaian, Sudanese, Malian, Mauritanian, just kind of like a mix then with Amazigh and Arab music, like from the slave time, like that's how it formed. So, you speak Hindi? Yeah, I can't read Hindi. Or what? What'd you say? What was you reading on your TV? What do you mean? This I was reading. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Um, what was I reading? The topic was about like personalities, like how you can get to know someone, questions you can ask on the wall. What? It's not on the wall. It's a what do you call it? A tablet. Yo, that was the topic. So yeah, what's today? Sunday? Well, no, it's officially Monday, but so Wednesday. Wednesday I'll probably be home, but I do have a couple appointments that I'm trying to make. So if I do happen to be out, then I'll go live because I'll be by myself. But um, unless I randomly meet my friend again, that live was funny. Just I'm randomly like yelling. I was like, that's gotta be my friend. So I just start yelling her name super loud. But I like skibbity. I like awkward. Can you use it that way? I like to be skibbity. I don't know. Oh, good. Gurmeet. Chill, man. Relax. Calm down. Hello, Tomish. Oh no, it's like we're starting again. I'm from the United States, but I'm in Morocco right now. Hello, Emo. Bro, what? I think on that note, I'm gonna go. So I'll see you guys again, hopefully on the live on Wednesday. It's usually in the evening. I don't know what time, but you could hear my voice is getting lower. It's getting lower. Oh God, oh God, why? What'd you say? I don't even know how to use it. I know, for real. All these new slang words. Yep. I don't know how to use them correctly either. Oh, we're too old. Oh, it's so funny though. What it's kind of like a new slang for me is like old for like another generation. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, not like new, brand new, but it's like what was new to me that, yeah, it's weird. Anywho, I see, I think it's time to end the live. So thank you once again for joining if you joined. It's a great conversation, all of the randomness. Stay positive, positive vibes, you guys. Yeah, absolutely. Hope to see you again, Skibbity. I'm the same, if not worse. Oh, it's so cool. Vibing out with y'all in a calm, relaxed atmosphere. Maybe, I mean, if this works out good, hey man, I'll go live from laying down a lot because then I can rest a bit too. I don't know, but I wanted to do sign language too at some point. But anyways, good night for now. Timin Siwin in the native language here in Amazigh. One an in Chinese. Usiku mwema in Swahili. Buenos noches in Spanish. Buonanotte in Italian. How do you guys say it in another language? Anybody know another language before I go? To say goodnight? How to say goodnight? I can't remember anymore. Anyways. Oh no. The weirdos are back. Don't be weird. Oh, the ahyods. Ahyod means crazy in Tamazight. Okay, anyways. Good night. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to subscribe. Did I say subscribe? Subscribe. Um, good night. Take care of yourselves. Be good, do good. Keep it truthful. Tell the truth. Okay, bye.